balitang yan, makakausap natin ang forensic pathologist na si Dr. Raquel Fortun. Good evening po sa inyo, Doc Raquel. Thank you very much for agreeing to this interview. So itong... yes, ma'am. So you've seen the death certificate. What can you tell us about what is on it when we talk about cause of death?
Sa akin, I find it vague. Hindi klaro. Kasi as listed here, ang pinaka-importante diyan yung linya na underlying cause.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi yun yung punot dulo. Everything started from there. That's the definition of an underlying cause, and it's blank.
Mm-hmm.
And ang nilagay namaga yung utak, global brain edema yung ginamit na term.
Okay.
So generalized edema daw yun.
Mm-hmm.
And as stated here, it is due to the hemorrhage that they found in the brain, and particularly as described here, it's at the base of the brain, near where the brain now proceeds as to the spinal cord.
So in other words, yung back of the neck. Hindi na.
Nasa loob yan eh. It's really protected.
Okay.
By your vertebral column, okay? Nasa loob yan. It's not really exposed.
Yes.
Okay?
Oh, but what I mean is yung...
So anyway, the implication here is namaga daw dahil dun sa hemorrhage. Pero bitin, it does not explain what the hemorrhage, where it came from, how did it come about. Yun yung purpose ng underlying cause. It's not there. So it's vague. And dinagdag pa as contributing to death na kondisyon. One, meron daw siyang presumptive or suspected TB in the lungs. And
child physical
abuse. All right? If you think the trauma, the hemorrhage to the head is due to child physical abuse, then why not directly say as underlying cause brain trauma, okay, or diretso mo child physical abuse. So I find it vague. Tapos blanco yung part on manner of death, yung linya dyan na death by external causes. Kasi pag wala kang nilagay dyan, ibig sabihin you think natural due to disease. Kung hindi nag-commit regarding was it homicide, was it accident. So I really find it vague.
Yes. A while ago, Doc Raquel, I was asking about itong nasa antecedent cause, yung left medullary, etc. And then when I said, are we referring to the back of the neck? What I was trying to get at there was kung saan ba siya sinampal, saan ba siya hinampas, kung yun ang sanhi ng itong lahat. So would that mean na kailangan talaga sa likod at the back of the neck siya tamaan para ganito ang mangyari? Or that is inconclusive? So
the question is, may kinalaman ba yung alleged pagsampal sa kanya dito sa kanyang pagkamatay? There are many things to consider. One, you have a 14-year-old. And sa itsura niya, mukhang slight build. Okay? Hindi muscular. Pero malaki na.
Yes.
And paano ba siya nasampal? I don't see any contrary description of the method. Ang usual na sampal is yung palm ng kamay mo, itatama mo sa mukha. Okay? It's not really effective or strong. Kasi malambot yan eh. And you can only go so far in terms of yung velocity. Yun ang gaano kabilis. Yun ang delikado. Actually, between the palm na sampal and a fist like this, buto-buto yung tatama. But it was not something like that. Okay? So, as it is, ang sampal, hindi ganun ka-delikado.
Right.
So, ang tanong is, was it really significant? And you'll have to consider, apparently, it happened. The incident happened September 21. I've seen the clinical abstract, yung summary na binigay ng hospital. And so, reviewin natin anong at least basic findings. By September 26, that was the only time when consultation in a hospital was sought.
Right.
And ang nakasulat doon, nagpunta sila sa hospital, inadmit siya because of severe headache.
Right.
Nothing about September 21 to the time na na-admit siya. I'm presuming he was asymptomatic. Okay, so that's...
Yeah, well, that's
that's,
strange. Doc Raquel, that's strange because I remember the sister was interviewed and she was saying that he was complaining while he was at home, days before he was brought to the hospital. He was complaining of, masakit ang ulo. Marami siyang dinadaing. So, kumbaga lumalabas na naghintay ng ilang araw bago siya dalhin sa ospital.
Okay, sige, let's look at it objectively. Maybe that happened, hindi lang nakasulat dito sa hospital record. Okay. But still, it was 5 days before an actual consultation was done. And mukhang nung inadmit siya, pangit na ang lagay niya. Yung kanyang GCS score, it evaluates how responsive you are, etc. Mababa na. Kung ang normal ay 15, ang sabi, siya daw ay 7 to 8. And then it progressively deteriorated. Okay. Ang isang diagnostic procedure na ginawa nila was apparently a CT scan to image the brain. And may sinasabi doon nga na doon nakita nila may hemorrhage daw doon sa lugar na yun. But to me, that's still subject to review.
Right.
Pwede bang makita yan and the other tests? Then, how can you really tell that that was hemorrhage? Kasi imaging yan eh.
Oo.
Ang sa akin is, tingnan natin anong lalabas sa autopsy. Kasi pag sinabi mo autopsy, talagang i-check mo and it's not just imaging.
Right.
Talagang three-dimensional examination and then if you see something there, you even take sections, you look under the microscope. There's so much to say.
So much information that can come out, no? Including, ma'am, including, ma'am, if there is, kung halimbawa merong other injuries on other parts of the body, makikita din yon, right?
Oh, yes. And, you keep an open mind.
Yes.
It might not even be trauma because this presentation is also consistent with an inflammation from an infection of the brain and the surrounding meninges, so yung covering niya. So, pwede yung meningoencephalitis. So, yung nakita ba nilang hemorrhage, totoo bang blood yun? Baka naman exudates yan, baka naman inflammation. And one thing that struck me is, noong una, may usap-usapan na masakit daw yung tenga.
Right.
Okay? And I was thinking, speculative. It is really common to have an ear infection and then it goes to the brain. And that's one cause of meningoencephalitis. However, in the death certificate, naglagay sila ng presumptive pulmonary tuberculosis. And again, that's subject to review. How did they consider TB?
Right.
Kumusta ang X-ray? And if there is tuberculosis, that's again one possibility. Baka naman tuberculous meningoencephalitis, and that happens.
Okay.
Yung infection.
Okay. Yeah. Although interesting.
A lot of questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions that we can't really answer at the moment. But interesting also because na-interview yung mother niya and sinasabi nga na wala naman daw sakit yung bata. But, well, so many questions like you said. Dr. Raquel Fortun, I appreciate you being on the show tonight. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Thank you, ma'am.